Danny, that must feel like a real sucker punch, especially after the second half and pretty much being on top for that whole of the second period. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, just said to him in there, I'm not quite sure what to say to him because you couldn't have asked much more from any player. I felt like we was on top the whole game, but yeah, particularly in the second half. We've done everything we can to win the game. If you wanted to look at where we've let ourselves down tonight, it's been in both boxes because we've had enough opportunities to win the game. And if you look at them, they've had 4 attacks in the second half, the whole of the second half, and they've scored 2 goals. And that's the difference at the moment, is that we're not good enough in both boxes, which is a shame because, to say, for them to put in the effort and the performance that they've just put in, and again not to come away with nothing, is hard to take. But at the moment, as much as you want performances, it's about results. And again, we've come away from a game that we've completely and utterly dominated and got nothing from it. So yeah, at the moment, it's not a nice place to be in there at the moment.
And I suppose when you're down at the bottom, the luck just doesn't go for you. We had the one where Toby Ajala had the shot, Alex got his toe on it, and it came off and hit the bar. And things like that just aren't falling for you in the opponent's box.
You can say that. I mean, a lot of people say that, when you're down there it doesn't go for you, and when you're up there it does. I don't really believe in that, if I'm being perfectly honest, mate. I think you make your own luck in football, and for me, that opportunity that you just spoke about has got to be a goal. It shouldn't be any other way. And then if you want to flip that on its head and you look at the other end, their first goal is a shambles. We've had 2 players that have ended up colliding with each other, and they've ended up scoring from it. So that's what I mean by being clinical in both boxes. That at one end, bang, it should be a goal. It shouldn't be anything else. And at the other end, we should be able to deal with that ball that's come in, and we haven't. And we've paid the price for it.
So we've now got 10 days, I think it is, until the next game, home against Burgess Hill. I know we keep saying it, but this is now a must-win game. How are you going to make sure that this performance we've had today, they keep their spirits up and take that forward?
Well, at the moment, there's no point saying to them, we've got to take the positives from tonight, because it's not going to have any effect with the way they're feeling after the result. What we need to do now is regroup on Thursday. We ain't playing Saturday, which I actually think is a good thing for us at the moment. And we'll work on a few things, and that'll be the time when we start talking about the positives from the last 2 games, and what we need to try and do to start winning. Because, as I say, for all their effort and their endeavour over the past 2 games, we've come out pointless, and that's what we've got to work on at the moment. You'd say I'd rather have bad performances and win games, because we're in need of points, but at the same time, the upshot to it is that the performances are there. I think everyone can see that the work rate and the intent's there from everyone, and we've got to try and build on that. And as you say, against Burgess Hill, we've got to try and, if we can do it with a good performance, great. But if we don't, and we get a result, then that's what matters at the moment: results and 3 points on the board.
And looking on the positive side, I thought that Edwards had a fantastic game today, and he really seems to be growing as a player. He came off the bench a few times, and now he's started a few games. How do you sort of see his improvement over the last few weeks?
No, I agree with you 100%. We've said before, it's when players join clubs, they have to sort of grow into the way that you do things and the way that you play, because it would be different elsewhere. And I think what you said's correct. He come off the bench a few times and did well, and with every game he's playing, he's getting better and better. He works hard, does his defensive work that he needs to do, but he also, if you watch him, very rarely does he give the ball away. He gets it, he'll give it to us, and he also looks a threat in and around the penalty area. So yeah, we're really pleased with him at the moment. He's been a massive plus to us. But I say tonight, it's more difficult for them as a group rather than any individual, because you couldn't have really asked much more from them. But it's, as I say, results not what we need at the moment.